apparently, this whole time, none of the video has been captured at all. This is why I'm paranoid about rechecking and rechecking stuff. Well, actually, I should have been paranoid, but I wasn't. I am not going to be happy until everything in this entire map is in flames. Okay. Famous pancakes.
A poltergeist. Its existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects into deadly projectiles.
Shit!
Weren't listening, Alan. Huh, that's funny. There's no visual indicator that they give that you have 3 health bars versus 1 health bar, or 2. I never noticed that, and it's because I didn't use the HUD. Animators, or, I mean, sheesh, they should have given you some kind of indication. Because, like, his posture is exactly the same now as, like, it normally is. I mean, like, or when he's, like, only got 2 health bars. It's like they give you no way of knowing that outside of if you got it on the HUD. Yeah, they're useless. It's gotta be tight quarters. Clear. What is this? Briefcase. Should I be like trying to call my wife maybe? I mean, just haven't seen her for 2 years, been trapped in something that's worse than the worst concentration camp imaginable.
The scene. Traces of violence. A callous midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
I think these are keys for the motel rooms. Satellite and now this? That place might be involved.
What? Huh? What place? Not Red Tooth? I'm supposed to pick up the midnight snack too, aren't I? Where's the body? Alright, I better get ready to fight. Boom! Nothing.
Emma Sloan was a believer in a great many things, most of which were entirely fallacious.
Should've listened to her.
Emma Sloan, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions.
So is Mr. Scratch the narrator? Sheesh, what good was that? There's nothing in here. Why didn't they even give me the key to it? Is that like for nightmare mode? Well, there's the hostage.
Michael Farabee, dead, tortured, dressed in clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now.
I get the feeling that what's his name is trying to take over all of space.
The observatory, hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the Champion of Light forges on to see the stars.
Excuse me, I wasn't done exploring that place. Still had that one page back there.
An observatory.
Oh well.
A place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe.
It's like, how am I
But
supposed to
such
know? That's going to be
insights are
linked to the
not
next
what the
chapter.
Champion of Light is looking for. He has come to find a weapon.
Actually, I'd like to go back down to where I came from, if that's okay. Main. That thingy. North. That one. East. That one. Main storage building. It's probably over there somewhere. Main entrance and guard booth. La la. Visitor parking. Way over there. Come on, let me get in the car and go back down there. Stupid wind. What does this have? What does any of this have to do with Washington? I think it's just trying to take over all of space, probably. I don't want to switch from carbine to pump action.
Welcome back, listeners. As you know, I'm Eddie Rodman, and I'm still talking to old gods of Asgard, who are doing their big comeback tour. How's that been going for you, Odin?
Splendid! I'm having the time of my life. You know, I didn't realize how much I missed that.
And what about you, Thor?
It's okay, you know.
Well, this must bring back a lot of memories.
Oh, yeah. It's wonderful to be back on stage. If it wasn't for my knee, I'd feel like a young man again.
Well, speaking of that, I hate to keep harping on this age thing, but I gotta tell you, I've heard your new songs, guys, and you sound really good.
Thank you.
And this may be a touchy subject, but to be blunt, you really don't sound, well, old. I mean the difference between your speaking voice and your singing voice is pretty striking.
What the hell are you talking about? You saying it's not us singing on that record? What? What's he talking about?
No, I'm not saying that, guys, but I can't help noticing the difference.
Son, you're on thin ice. You calling me a liar?
Whoa, hey, let me just step in here for a moment, boys. Yeah, Eddie, they do sound different, but believe me, we're not talking Milli Vanilli here. These guys are the real deal. Why don't you come to the gig tomorrow night and see for yourself? Once they get on that stage, boom, things get real.
Really?
Believe me, they play like they're possessed. It's almost like magic. But you see my boys play, you see the old gods for real. These guys project a lot of power. They're not lightweights, you know what I'm saying?
All right, Barry, I'll see if I can make it. Now, let's take another quick break here, and after that, we'll play the new Old Gods of Asgard single. Don't you go away.
What is that supposed to mean? I mean, are they really possessed? Sketchy.
As a storyteller, my first real love was crime. And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey, whose entire life was a wound that never healed. The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well.
That's kind of what the guy who played Truman Capote, like, that's kind of what he'd said, like, wasn't good at balancing the pressure in the everyday life. Like, acting and stuff. It's not as much fun like finding the stuff when it's already on the map.
The pressure of success got to me. My wife Alice was the sole thing in my life that anchored me. Suddenly it wasn't enough. I couldn't write anymore. I distracted myself with wild parties and whatever trouble I could scare up. I wallowed in the drama of my life, sure that Alice would stick with me even though she didn't sign up to be the lifeline of a tortured artist. It was my dumb luck she's not the type to give up. The spiders aren't really the work of the enemy. They're a side effect, a part of the Dark Place's less significant fauna that has managed to slip through the opening I made when I arrived. Less an animal than an idea that has assumed the form of an animal. Makes them no less dangerous, but at least they're a little easier to deal with. The darkness doesn't protect them like the Taken, and thus they can be destroyed by either light or bullets right away.
Well, I know what I'm going to use. Light recharges, bullet don't. It's gonna be hard to deal with spiders with a rifle, but
Hello? I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows, and... Wait a moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
can I please just come in? Scout? Now, where were we?
Go away.
It wasn't me. I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please!
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
This reminds me of the first time I used the bathroom. I'm going to bet this is actually the same geometry that they use for the full-scale version. Or maybe it's like they go, let's reject that one and we'll use it as a prop. And they used a different one.
Hey, buddy.
Not your
take
buddy.
A moment to talk to you.
Not your friend.
There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice. Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could... These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance.
What was that about?
And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
sure it doesn't stand for Mr. Strangle? Because that's all he seems to be doing.
Never mind.
That guy is off the hizzy. Not in a good way. Was I right? Nah, this one's more complicated.
Just a moment, I'll send the lift down to you. I didn't expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
How do I know her name is Dr. Meadows?
Doctor, the man who looked like me, what did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify. But
Yeah,
I think
that
it's
was a
disabled our
satellite getting
satellite. There's a
fallen
very
out of the
peculiar
sky.
signal that we're receiving.
A signal. That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that
your
to me,
car?
we're back in business.
You have
Consider it done.
a super expensive piece of like scientific equipment, like it's just lying around in your car?
Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
I have to ask, do you always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant. Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Michael's a
it's
goner,
quite
lady.
fascinating. It looks as if stars were changing, somehow.
Whoa, okay, wait a
shifting
minute.
positions.
What if he's leaving all
It
the
isn't
women
really
alone because
happening,
he's kind of
course.
reminded
Most
of Alan
likely
Wake's
it's caused by
wife?
some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon, but I've never seen anything like it.
Did he hurt you?
No, he didn't quite threaten me exactly, but those shadowy things started to crawl into view, and whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
What if
We're
it's
lucky.
Alice trying to break through?
He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper maniac. You really aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
Alright, I'm out of here. Down, please.
Good luck. And try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement.
You just said you did have a replacement,
Oh,
that
dear.
it was in your
That sounded
car.
more callous than I intended. Be safe.
Yeah, it sounds like a really expensive part if you just got it lying around in your sedan. But it's gonna be like just some little point and shoot you pick up at Walmart. Yeah, see? Completely different model. Totally different. Alright, so where's this lady's car? Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have to fumble around blindly because I've got the HUD up. What is she doing parking in the visitor's parking lot? She's not a visitor, she's a regular employee. I see the creepy crawlies. I actually don't mind spiders in real life. Now, if they were like the size of my head, I probably wouldn't be too happy about it. Here's one, I think. No, it's a camera.
This must be your car.
I hear the skittering. I hear the sound of too many legs. Well, at least she can park decently. These aren't that big. Okay, that's a problem. I'll keep respawning repeatedly. Doesn't look like. Gonna make a run for it. Yeah, that might be a little bit trickier on Nightmare. All I had to do is shine my flashlight a little, sheesh. Like the easiest enemies.
I found it!
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy. Hop on.
Say, can this thing irradiate me with gamma rays by any chance? Please? Very expensive
Brilliant,
piece of
you've got
equipment,
it.
she says.
I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Yes, it's in perfect order.
How much was it? Like $6,800?
All right,
Seriously.
we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies.
I better pause soon so I can see if it's still streaming.
With the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
good it is.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but, well...
I got it!
Please come talk to me if you have questions.
Did he just interrupt her? He's like, I got it. Like, I know the routine. Wait, this is supposed to release valves. There's nothing there to release. I didn't have the sound set up correctly for this. Where are the valves? Hello!
Is there something I should know about this coolant thing?
Oh no, it's quite straightforward. The telescope is very heavy, and moving it generates a lot of heat. So do all of the electronics. Overheating could cause damage, so it shuts down automatically if the coolant fluid isn't flowing. And hot electronics generate instrument noise, which we want to eliminate as much as possible.
What is this coolant anyway? Is it dangerous?
We use liquid nitrogen. It's quite safe.
If I can make it to the valves in one piece.
Yes, there is that. Good luck.
Do you have double trouble? Oh, and also, are your arms glued like that to where you can only, like, I mean, is your right arm like not like completely like crippled or something?
I'm assuming you didn't have this kind of trouble.
I knew this guy called Dr. Hartman. He was like that.
No, it went very smoothly until he turned into a nutter. This doppelganger of yours doesn't seem to want anyone else to look at this phenomenon. Honestly, it seems a little pointless to me. There are many eyes on the sky.
I'm not sure what we're gonna get once this thing is working again.
This one's meant for me.
But I have a hunch. I doubt it has anything to do with outer space, or that anyone else can see it. I think it's a message for me.
For you? That seems unlikely. And even if it were a very localized phenomenon, surely it's visible to others in the area.
Maybe. But I wouldn't bet on it. There's a reason he came here, and a reason he doesn't want me looking at it.
Yeah, just ignore me. I'm not like an important person or anything. Are the valves outside? Seems a really bad structure design.
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
I'll take spiders for 100. Doctor. If you've ever played the kitten game, you'll realize how insanely easy what I just did was. Ooh. Hello. 40. Ooh, question mark. Is that a spotlight? Why can't you just remotely open it? You're going from right here. Regarding this thing.
I've carried a flashlight and a gun for so long that I feel naked without either. It's all too often that I need them. The darkness protects the taken. Shadows crawl over their forms like living things, protecting them from harm. Blows that would injure or kill a human outright mean nothing to them as long as the darkness persists. But light makes them vulnerable. Light burns the shadows away. The darkness that drives them is still in them, but now they're vulnerable. Flashlight and gun. Sometimes it feels they're all I have left.
Wow, really? It's kind of a strange thing to say. A little obsessive, maybe. Is it up on the roof? Come on, Doc. Oh, there it is. He seems pretty well adjusted for somebody who spent 2 years in Oop.
Okay, that should do it.
Yeah, forget this.
Released all the valves, Doctor! Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done. That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success. Look out, they found a way in. sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
You were. That's great.
Are we receiving the signal now?
Oh yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet,
like
let
black
alone where
eyes.
it's coming from, but it's interacting
Like
with our
irises
system
and
somehow,
pupils.
like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow, but you should be getting a printout of it now.
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that, or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
Where is it?
A printout of a signal. It, too, is a weapon created by the Champion of Light. In its words, stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete. And yet, it provides a roadmap for the man to follow. A course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy. The drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid fantasies, it's now the site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the
This is
search
an
for
inappropriate time
closure
for him,
rather than
documentary.
culture that brings the Champion of Light here.
It's the most inappropriate time for that. Oldest trick in the book. Well, actually I don't know if it's the oldest, but it's pretty old. It seems pretty old to me.
The Taken were always single-minded. They had a certain animal cunning, but they weren't very intelligent. That's one reason why they prefer melee weapons. Actual firearms are too complex for them to use. That's why seeing the one who threw grenades at me surprised me. But of course, they aren't actually grenades. There's no pin to pull, no fuse to set off an explosive, just concentrated darkness.
I get the feeling that maybe they designed this other game and then they turned this into that other game. That's a decal from the other game.
it's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you. But you'll get angry if you're here. So, you gotta
Look,
go.
dude, just shine the flashlight,
I'll do
dude.
what you want.
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that
Hey, it's a
love
printout
hurts?
page.
Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
Lady, you got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go?
What is the problem with just, like, shooting her with a
turn
flare
the
gun?
Power back on, accidentally.
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just
Look,
gonna go
whatever,
do
you
some
can take her
mother
down like
stuff.
you do every other boss.
Scout's honor. Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Great, so she can see the decals and
Remember
everything.
when you were here before?
No.
And you kissed
Well,
me?
Yeah, it's
And then everything got all dark? That was the best.
Look, wait,
Listen,
this is a
is
printout
very
page. I
important.
need this too.
Where did I go? Can you tell me that?
Baby, you don't need to go anywhere. You're here now, and you're in my head. You should be in me. You should touch me again.
You.
Not with a 10-foot pole, lady. Hey, just in case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now, it's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case you really need to hear it, I've been there.
Is that what I look like all the time?
I think there are
The darkness
spiders
swirling?
in my eyes. I think you put them in me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go now.
Alright, now I can finally do what I was trying to tell him to do. Come on. How did you survive all that? That's...
And we're back with Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material. But you've also got a new single out, right? How'd that come about? Was it hard to go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me? They were chomping at the bit. They were just itching to stretch those creative muscles. Now, it had been a while because, you know, they spent a lot of time in,
Retirement. We were retired. We were? Yeah. No. We were at the lodge, and, we escaped. We were at the retirement,
retirement thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, really, once we got in the studio, things started happening. Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, whew, boy, they kicked ass. And it's an awesome song. It's called Balance Slays the Demon. And seriously, I think it's their finest work. And hey, I should know, I produced it.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were a producer.
Well, this is my first time. I mean, they needed a little bit of guidance, you know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, these guys are the best. But it's the 21st century, man. Things just sound a little different these days. So, you know, I kind of stepped in there, helped them make it sound all cool, kind of jazzed it up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, no, it was really easy, man. I was just, you know, like, hey, give it a little zing, you know? Let's take it to another level so it really rips. You know, let's just throw some really sweet...
You didn't do anything,
like
did you,
that.
Barry?
Just kicked it up a notch, but it's totally old guns.
Well, listeners, you can judge for yourselves. Here's Old Gods of Asgard, and Balance Slays the Demon.
Oh, yeah.
Deep in the ocean of darkness, in the mirror of light, Balance becomes a stranger, and in your fantasies, he rides a storm on your peace. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there is a miracle illuminated. Deep in the ocean of darkness, in the mirror light, the balance becomes a stranger. In your fantasies, he rides a storm on your peace. Wake up and smell the danger.
The song really speaks to me.
Ever the light casts the shadow. Ever the night springs from the light.
Night Springs.
In the end, it's never just a lie to me. When balance slays the demon, you find peace. In the end, it's never just the dark you see. When balance slays the demon, you find peace. Beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean. Like an evil twin, feel it scratching within, like an insane southern raging. And his beautiful face in his leather and lace. So can't you see the play he's staging? Ever the light casts the shadow. Ever the night springs from the light. In the end, it's never just a lie to me. When balance slays the demon, you find peace. In the end, it's never just the dark you see. When balance slays the demon, you'll find peace.
It's a really long song. Find peace. I should be talking to this plant so it doesn't kill me later. Ooh, I got a magazine on chairs.
In the end, it's never just the light you need. When balance slays the demon, you find peace. In the end, it's never just the dark you see.
That was beautiful. Now, how do I get to this question mark thingy?
The man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
My writer's block got worse. I didn't sleep much anymore. My life with Alice seemed like a constant fight. I was a wreck. Alice took steps. She booked a vacation in Bright Falls, a small town in Washington. It was supposed to be a chance to break out of the cycle I was in. She didn't know about the darkness in Cauldron Lake.
So let me get this straight. Sustained power is going to drive the darkness out, where a couple of flare gun shots, a thingy from another thingy.
Not good.
Come on out. I mean, you saw how much stuff I did there, like some road flares and flashbangs.
The car seemed to sail through the crisp mountain air in slow motion, spinning around one axis almost lazily. The moment was hypnotic. Then it struck the pipeline in a shower of sparks, the impact turning the windshield into a burst of safety glass. As it hit the ground, I snapped out of my reverie. The car was rolling downhill, slowing down as every bump killed momentum but still coming. The fence wouldn't be enough to stop it.
Alright, so I gotta get ready to hit the dodge button. Dodging the dodge.
Oh look! Mr. Hero's here!
You
ready to save the day?
Would this be the car? Just regular carbine. Yes, actually, I do plan to save the day. By the way, thanks for stopping the darkness where I really couldn't. If it hadn't been for him, I would have been stuck down there forever. So really, you're the one who saved the day.
Yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up!
That's called a shut up Hannibal trope, I believe. So did they just like... So the guy grabbed the gun, didn't actually get to see what he did with the gun. Because he just never got a chance to use it. Notice how I still haven't died yet. Might be able to get through whole of the game without dying. Hope I don't run into wind soon. Getting further away from where I need to be. This isn't good. Ah, there's the windmill. Yeah, I am definitely in the wrong place. Thing is, I don't know how to get down there. I didn't mean to hit that, I was just trying to throw a regular flare. But this is what they were trying to protect, though.
It's been 2 years since I came here. Being that long without Alice breaks my heart, and I know it broke hers. I know she thinks I'm dead. How could I blame her for that? It would be a crime to pretend that she owes me anything. She took all the stupid, self-indulgent bullshit I brought into her life and still stood by me. Still loved me. It's no betrayal. But I'm a better person now than I used to be. I want to be that person with her.
Aww. Supplies up there. want to see what the direct aim thing is. Oh, that's much better. I like that better than the new version. Check around first. Alright, so what were you guys trying to hide? Another page? What do you know? Oh, that's right in the middle of the safe haven.
Alice, my wife. The best thing that ever happened to me. She smiles and the darkness lifts. For her, I tried things I otherwise never would.
I would be very
I've never
much
really minded
surprised.
if it's made me feel like a fool. She's a
You
photographer,
didn't try to go after
and the
her?
world she sees through her lenses is unique and beautiful. She has the vision. She sees things others don't and knows
Against
how
the
to make
camera?
them visible to everybody. She did it with me, too. She teased out things I was only vaguely aware of. She always saw me in the best possible light.
So is she the one who put the camera there? I see something over that way. I think it's just more ammo. You ready for a fight?
Okay, I should be able to figure this out.
Ah, it's a puzzle.
Red lights, green lights. They have to mean something.
Looks like that did something. You did it on the first try. Did I do it? Guess I did it. How do I know I'm supposed to turn off the lights to the guard building? Better go talk to what's-her-face. It's gonna be a running thingy. Oops. Like that wasn't necessary. Oh man. What in the world? How do we get out of here? Oh, it's that gap in the fence. Kids, if you can try this at home, I advise doing it, because if your home looks like this, I'm pretty sure you're used to it.
You have no idea how badly you're screwed. It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out. Don't want to get hit by those. Pretty sizable town over there. What's that thing? It's a movie screen? Where is he? What? One miss. Good grief, people. Who taught you how to thread film?
Yes, I'm aware I'm going the wrong way. Just happen to be in the area. Ooh! Yes, please. That is remarkably good as a point-blank weapon. You gotta keep that town safe. Well, along with the entire rest of the planet, really. Weird. Alright, Nutty Lady. Prepare to be the lantern bearer of tomorrow. You okay?
No, don't! Oh, it's not... It's you.
So a second of
did
like
you help me?
fluorescent light and
like
then
you're
you're
feeling better
fine,
now.
but like all those
Yes,
other
I
stuff that I
am.
deployed and you're not.
Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was this guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry. You just don't feel anything like he does. It was in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
That asshole wanted to get into the projector booth. He was talking about
I was
fixing
already up
things
there.
so the
Door
sun
was
never
locked.
comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. The projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Thanks.
I'm just glad you showed up now.
That's an empty
He said
hand
he'd
that
be
you just
back
handed
after
me.
he'd arranged for some security.
Okay, it's still recording.
Do you feel up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I've seen you on the big screen. I know your wife.
You know Alice? Wait. Big screen.
Yeah, we have a film from her here. What the hell happened to you?
getting back to Alice.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. I mean, she shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the exhibition.
I'm in a film?
Yeah, it's like... I mean, it's just footage she shot of you at some point, but she turned it into this thing. It's, almost like a memorial of sorts, because, you know, you're supposed to be dead. Or something.
Uh-huh.
How do you like my moonwalking?
How's Alice? Is she alright?
She's okay, I guess, all things considered. I know her pretty well. You're really Alan? I can't believe you're here. Nobody knows what happened to you.
You didn't recognize me when I was Mr. Scratch?
That wasn't me. He just looks the same. Like, you know.
Yeah, but that guy's a lot more slimy. The thought of him makes me... I hate him, but there's something about him, this... God, he's so creepy. Anyway, you're not like him. At all. I hope you can stop him.
Yeah, same goes for me. Ooh, let's see if I can jump on the head. Yes, I did it! My life's ambition is now complete. I'm getting ahead in life. Hey lady, there's nothing creepy about me, you sure? I mean, people just normally do this all the time in this town. Wish I had a bicycle, man. Oh boy. How's it that he's able to do that with light?
I guess it was too much.
How? It's like, whenever the darkness gets destroyed, it releases light. And I think it's just because it's capturing light. It's a good thing there aren't any negatives stored in
The
this
champion
building.
of light can feel the fragment of the signal in his pocket. The weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
Ooh! Is this going to be a minigame? It was late at night. This isn't very late. Yes! Huh. That doesn't look right. Does this even do anything? Anything? Just goes on forever like this? Okay. Doesn't the sky change any? So great. Summer's almost over, so it's gonna be 2.5 years. I don't want to stay in this building.
Oh, hell, this isn't going right. You've been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife! What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep this up forever. Show yourself! Whatever you say, buddy.
The rush of darkness is unstoppable. Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world, but now he sees the trap for what it is. A maze that loops back into itself.
I'm here again. He sent me back.
Yay, now I can get that manuscript page that was missing. Ship is going down.
In Bright Falls, I was constantly under attack by birds that were more shadow than flesh and feathers. But this is an evolution. Some of the Taken were actually capable of turning into a flock of birds to escape my attacks, and turning back into human form to make surprise attacks.
Well, they still got my trusted crossbow. Now, I'm gonna need this when facing bird humans. Spiders. Am I gonna have to do this thing again?
What the hell?
Am I gonna have to crash another satellite into this thing? Ugh. There's supposed to be a page around here somewhere.
I'm trapped in the darkness. He has started appearing to me. Mr. He can travel back into the world effortlessly, and he loves to rub my face in it. At first, he was just an echo in the darkness, a flicker beyond the edge of my vision. Now he started showing himself, getting bolder all the time, telling me what a great time he's having in the world while I'm stuck here, and what he plans to do, especially to Alice. All the moves I have left are dangerous and desperate. I have no choice. I have to hunt him.
Yeah, no, trying to get to it.
I don't make friends easily. I know plenty of people, but I don't let most of them close. I've known Barry Wheeler ever since we were little boys.
Really?
We had the time of our lives. I'd get us in trouble, and he'd talk us out of it. Things haven't changed that much now that we're grown-ups. He's the most loyal and dependable person I've ever met. And all the things that count, anyway. You could call him a weasel, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. You could call him a clown, and I would reluctantly agree. But he has never let me down.
You know, you tweak that a little bit and you can make it into a song. Oh, my pump action shotgun is right where I left it. I gotta check and see if, like, there's actually, like, stuff I gotta get for certain achievements. Come on. I already did that. What a grind. Hey, unlock the SMG.
Emma? You here?
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then, just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all
Again?
of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kinda remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird.
Yeah, she did what you said last time. She got
Just
trapped
go get
anyway.
that battery.
This is a time loop? A time loop. That's what you're going with? A time loop?
Try to stay calm. You're perfectly sane. We're caught in a time loop. That's why this is happening again.
I believe you. God, I feel like I might just lose it any second now. How come you're not freaking out over this?
Because on my personal weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't rate.
Look, I know something happened to me before...
You're gonna be okay, if you just keep cool, okay? Thanks for getting this stuff for me. It's a big help.
I hope so. Are you gonna make everything blow up at the oil field again?
I have to.
Well, whatever the hell else you might be, at least you're not boring.
You might want to just, like, try to get out of town. Well, actually, you can't do that.
Just the battery. That'll save time.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right, you gotta get the keys first. Get the keys after? Once again, this game has gotten onto rails. Oop, page.
Now Night Springs is in Arizona, although not for long. It's in Arizona because whatever the town that has become Night Springs is really called is located near one of the thin, worn places in the world where dreams and reality flow together and life is always a little strange. Perfect analogy for Night Springs. I can't return to the real world, I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. I can enter the strange little town of Night Springs. All I did was put it in Arizona for one night.
I don't get it. This town has become Night Springs. Oh, so just normally he took a regular town with where everything is generally speaking a little weird, tweaked it so that it actually was Night Springs, and then stepped through into Arizona because it's actually a real place in Arizona. I gotta say, whoever set the game in Arizona was on the right track. Oh, I am partial to New Mexico.
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
Right. car? What is this, like a gangster hideout? Pretty sure the Indians are rolling over in there. No, actually there's their bed right there. Yeah, look, I just need to get this over with. I thought it was supposed to be late at night. I guess Mr. Scratch, turned it back to regular daytime, or regular nighttime, like around 9:30. There we go.
Now I just need her to charge this up.
It's trying to make it harder and harder every time. No achievement about killing a bunch of spiders, kids. Oh, those are egg sacs. Okay, I'm out of here.
Found the battery.
Okay, I'll charge it. Here. Try not to get killed.
What is it that you gave me? Oh, the stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but
That's
if
a
I
good
don't
idea.
deal with this, no one else will.
Yeah,
How about you just get her to drive you over to the
it's just
thingy?
that this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
I get scared, but I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps. The guy who looks like me is the reason this is happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back here.
Back in time.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things I need.
Yeah, well, feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
Oh, I definitely will ride a DeLorean next time. No.
Okay, people, it's Eddie Rodman here with a few hours to kill, and there's nobody I'd rather spend it with. Nobody else in the whole world. Oh boy, that'll land me in hot water when I get back home, won't it? Well, just in case my wife is listening, and you always are, aren't you, baby? Let me tell you, you are the exception, honey, and the prettiest lady I ever saw at a boot. But I'd really like to spend some quality time with you listeners, because, you know, tonight's one of those nights. You're sitting in the studio and you kind of forget how long it's been or what day it is. You just sit here and go through the motions. Might as well have been here forever. Keep talking, but you don't even know what you're saying. It's like you're on automatic. You can't stop the ride and get off. It's times like these that I really wish that somebody would just call in and relieve my boredom. How about it? Anybody?
So
come on.
Barry wasn't with him?
Our lines are open.
That's not good. Barry's career is taking a dive. The happy ending is disappearing. Here we go again.
Here we go again. Better get ready to run.
I think I better heal up first. Much as I hate to do that, I took way too much damage from that. Hopefully I won't have to redo it all over again. Well, I mean, I'm already having to redo it all over again. I mean, just not redo it, redo it. Redo the redo. This is the same thing.
in trouble. Better hurry.
This time, I'm gonna check some of the rooms first. What? At what point did I end up getting the keys?
Emma! Coming! This is not the bad thing! Nothing! Keep your head down! It's okay. It's safe now.
Relatively speaking. I mean, satellite notwithstanding.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah.
Why is he telling her to do that? Last time she got trapped.
I sure hope you're right about this.
She didn't actually leave or anything.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
No, last time you stayed here and it got you.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
No, the lights went out and they got her.
It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
Alright, our conversation's done.
This wasn't supposed to happen again!
Haunts Emma Sloan and fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
Who's doing this narration? It's kind of a malevolent voice. Master Key.